You check yourself and you fold it again. Now let's go on to Quizlet. You might know Quizlet already. A lot of teachers use Quizlet, but a lot of teachers use Quizlet in class. They play a game called Live. I want you to use Quizlet. I want you to go home every time you get a list of words and use Quizlet. Why? Because you decide how much you want to study, how often you want to study, when you want to study, where you want to study. Well, the why is because you want to get a good grade. But do you see how we're practicing all these words? Okay. The best way to work with Quizlet is either on your computer or on an application on your phone. I've put up here the QR code so that you could scan it right now even and download it. It's free, it does not cost money, and it's a good thing to have. My students all have Quizlet on their phones, and we use it a lot because I believe that using games is a good way to practice words. The words that I've shown you today are on this QR code. If you scan this code, you will get what is called a set, which is a group of the words that we're working on today. Now in Quizlet, they call them cards. So you will have a set of cards. Each card has two sides. One has the English, and the other side has, in this case, the Hebrew. There are also sets with Arabic and with English to translations. There's zillions of sets, but let's just focus on today's. We're going to work again on practicing the words. I'm going to show you 3 different things in Quizlet that you could use on your own for practicing. The first is flashcards that I already mentioned. The flashcards are a set of cards. The next is what's called a learn mode. And last, I'm going to show you one game. Now notice, and I'll mention it also in the videos, your task is to be able to read the word in English and know what it means. For 3 points, it's not that important that you know how to spell the word and that you know how to use the word in a sentence. First, you just have to learn the word and what it means in your own language. So we're going to start with that. So let's first watch our first video that has to deal with how to use Quizlet flashcards.
Once I have entered Quizlet and have logged on with my name, I need to choose a set of words. I'm going to choose the Common Bagrut Instruction Vocabulary. These are words that you need to know without having to look them up in your dictionary. We have here different ways of studying and playing games. Let's first start with the flashcards. The flashcards show us our progress. We can see that we're now number 1 out of 20 cards. We can see here the word or the expression, and we can click on the audio and hear it.
Circle the correct answer.
If I click on the card, it flips over to show me the translation. There are many, many sets in Quizlet with English words to definitions, with English words to Hebrew, and with English words to Arabic. Ask your teachers to help you find the right set. Additionally, if we have a word that we want to study more, we don't remember it, we can click on the star and study it separately. We can go through all the words by clicking the forward or the back arrow, or we can have the words play automatically. I'll click on the options. I'm going to turn on the audio, the sound. I'm going to close the window.
Circle the correct answer.
And automatically it plays it for me. I don't need to click on the button. And if I click on the play, watch.
Complete the sentence. Put a V by the two correct answers.
So sometimes I like it to be automatic, and other times I would just rather
Complete the sentence.
go through the words on my own.
Okay, so you saw a little video about how to use the Quizlet flashcards, and now let's just review the steps. You go into a set of cards, and in a little bit I'll talk a bit more about that. You click on the flashcards. If you don't know a word, you can star it, and then you can learn just the words that you starred. It's very similar to using a red marker or a yellow marker. In Quizlet, it's putting a star. You can click on the card to see the other side, and you can click them till you know it. And then you can click on the arrow at the bottom to move to the next card. So that's the flashcards. That's a good way to learn the words, to just first time you're seeing the words. But does it practice the words? Not enough. So our next mode is actually a learn mode. And the learn mode in Quizlet is very smart because it keeps score for you. And if you don't know the word, it gives it to you again. Again, same idea with the markers. If you know the word and it's green, go on. If you don't know it, do it again. So let's now see what the Quizlet learn mode is.
Next, I would like to show you the Learn mode. In the Learn mode, you will review the words, and if you make a mistake, they'll show you the correct answer. It's not a test, it's just to help you learn. Here we can see how many words remain, and we can see whether we know the words or not. If we've mastered them, it means that we got them right twice. Here too we have options. If we have starred words, those words that we put a star next to because we don't know them, we can work only on those words. It's a good idea then to use the star so that you focus on those words. We have here an option of different question types. I'm going to leave the multiple choice questions. We're not going to do the written questions because you're not required to know how to spell the words. And I'll leave the audio as off for now. So I'm given a word, and I'm given 4 choices. So let's see, which is it? And I got it correct. And it goes on to the next one. If I make a mistake, oh well, this one I have to study. So here it shows me the correct answer, and it also shows me what I answered so that I could learn from my mistake. And if I want to, I can click on the audio.
Complete the sentence.
And hear it. Let's go on. How many? How many is a problem because we have to do the how many together because it changes the meaning. So if I get confused, say with this, it shows me my mistake. Put a V by the 2 correct answers. Very good. And see, I've already mastered 2 words. This is the learn mode. It goes along with you, and it helps you learn from mistakes.
So that's the Quizlet Learn. Now, I'm doing this recording today, and it's very possible that tomorrow someone at Quizlet will come up with a great new idea of how to do this differently. So you always have to be very careful that sometimes things change. There are help guides and help guides in Hebrew and in Arabic if you get stuck. Now let's go on to review first. We reviewed the words, the objective. We focus on the star words. We learn from our mistakes because they show us our mistake and the correct answer. And then we master the words when we really know them. But is that enough? No, I want to play a game. So let's play a game. The game here we're going to play is called the match game, and I'll show it to you in 2 different versions. First, on the computer, which you might have done in your class, and second, on the application on an iPhone. So let's first see on the computer.
The last one I want to show you is a game. I love playing games to learn. It makes it more fun, and there's an additional challenge. How quickly can I match the words? So we're going to do the match game. Your task is to make all the words disappear by dragging the words on top of one another. Now, if you're playing this game on your phone, it works a little differently, and I'll have a video to show you how that works. But let's start the game. Here I can see the time. It's already 5 seconds. So let's take this one and drag it there. That was easy. If I make a mistake, it just comes back. And then we can continue playing the game. This is a wonderful way to practice. If you play this game for even a few minutes every day, within a few days, you'll know all of these words. Good luck.
And now let's look how it's done on a phone. So let's review the match game. It's pretty straightforward. The objective is to play a game, learn the words. Do this for a few minutes every day, and believe me, you'll know the words. On the computer version, you want to make all the words disappear. In the computer, you drag them. On the phone, you just click on them, and you try to beat your best time. You can also play with your friends and try and beat their best time. I suggest you play for just a few minutes every day. Now, before we end, I want to show you a little bit more about Quizlet. There are lots of sets on Quizlet. You can go up above into the search, and you can search for a set by the name of your English book. Almost all the English books, you put in the name of the book, like That's Right, page number 15, page 50, you'll see them. By an unseen, most of the unseens are also already on Quizlet with vocabulary. By the word lists, like Band 1 or Band 2, there are many, many sets of words for learning and practicing vocabulary. Or you could even look for the name of your teacher. Now be careful, because a lot of times there are mistakes. If you find a mistake, please tell your teacher. You can also take an existing set and make it your own. Like you want to work just on the red words. You do that by clicking on the Customize. You choose the set you want, you click the Customize, it makes a copy. You can add or delete cards or edit cards, whatever you want, and then you can save them. You can even make your own Quizlet set by clicking on Create. Then you can again add cards, you can save them, and if you want, you can make it so only you see it, or you can share it with your friends and your whole class. Why not? If you did the work, good for you.